Colombia is the second country with the
Wait,
highest
do you know my?
biodiversity.
Do you,
Quiet.
The roof and connected with animals in Colombia.
Imagine a trip where there is not just one, but many trips together. A place where you could be connected with the waterfalls, desert, and rivers. Discover a destination where everything is pure and full of magic, where the colors of the landscapes are in each moment, within each feeling. Discover all of that you could live and experience there. Colombia is a magical place. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Christian Nire, to meet the next new directors.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring the program to you as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, productions they've completed, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is a person who is a film and television student at NCC. She was born in Colombia and has traveled across the country. So today she'll tell us about the Colombia and all of the beautiful places you can visit there. We would like to meet our guest today, Jennifer Rios. Yes.
Hello.
So we know that you're from Colombia, so tell us about your country and why you believe it's a magical place.
Well, it is a magical place because of its diversity of ecosystem, landscape, and culture. Colombia is the second country with the highest biodiversity in the world. So there you will find animals, exotic animals, and plants that you have probably never seen before. Besides, our gastronomy is very exquisite, and our coffee is one of the best in the world. So if you're there, don't forget to taste all our coffee flavors. Besides, mostly because of the people. They will love to have you there and will treat you like at home. Colombia has so many beautiful places that you can visit. So if you're planning to go there, here is a list of the places you can go. San Andres Islands. The ocean has 7 colors. Guajira Desert, Amazon River, Guajira Desert, Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, Las Carmelitas, Amazon's Jungle, Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, El Cocuy, Guatapé, Cartagenita is called La Ciudad Murallada. Tayrona Park. Leticia. Baru Island. Caño de Cristales. Zipaquirá, it is called the Salt City. Everything is full of salt.
Really?
Yes. Sunset, it is a sunset in Cartagena. The beautiful city of Cartagena.
It's beautiful.
Villa de Leyva. So that's why you should visit Colombia.
All right. It seems very beautiful out there. So could you tell us why you decided to take the television production course?
Well, since I was a child, I have always dreamed to work on television. I wanted to know how to make film animation, run a production, write a script, edit videos, and of course make movies. So as I always loved the communication field, I found as TV production as my passion and the most fun thing to do, learn and produce. I would love to work in film animation, so I think this is the best way to start.
So what are some of the most useful things that you've learned in TV production course?
How to create depth of field and composition have been one of the most useful things I have learned in this class. It helped me to improve so many of my projects, and I learned how to take better pictures. And of course Avid. The first time I opened Avid, I was totally confused with all the buttons and interfaces, but now everything makes sense. I think Avid is a great program in which you can be very creative by adding music to your videos, effects, and dissolve from one video to another, which is awesome. Also, something very surprising about Avid is even if you know already how to use it, there is always there will be always new things to learn.
That's right. So tell us about the productions that you created from the television course, from the talk, the New England Foliage, the Student Studies, and the Orange Project.
Well, the talk was my first project in which I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot. Was very interesting because in this project I learned how to create a storyboard, sketch a diagram, put in order all the shots using the shot list. I learned basic camera techniques like close-ups, over the shoulder, point of view, and cross shots, which were very useful.
Wow, that seems really great. You can show that. You worked really hard on that one, did you?
Yeah. And my second project was student studies, which was very similar to the talk. We use all the same shot sheets and edit lists, which makes your work so much easier when you're editing. The only difference with the talk is that I was more familiar with using the camera, so I applied better techniques and new angles to this project, which made the project to look better. So as we see in there, it's a really close up of his eyes.
It's really close up with the pen.
And the third one was the New England Foliage, which I really enjoyed doing it because I was able to be more creative shooting the colors of the fall, but using all different techniques. I used the composition guidelines to illustrate the lines of grace, simplicity, rule of thirds, framing, and emotional lines. We apply new techniques like zooming ins, zooming outs, shift focus, and pure melons dissolve, in which I learned a lot about. And my last project was The Orange, which was one of my favorites because I created my first short film. But this one was actually the most challenging project because I had to write a script, make a storyboard, create my own shot list, and decide how to entertain my audience. So I used all the techniques I learned from the previous project and imagination to create my whole story. I really loved doing this project because I was not only shooting each scene, but I was the director, writer, and producer as well. Besides, working with my friends was very fun because they helped me to add more ideas to make all of my Orange project a new fun production, in which I would like to keep improving and working on.
So now, I know that one of the projects that you felt was your best. Tell us while we watch a sample of the video with music you selected.
Oh, I found the Colors of the Fall as my best project. Let's watch the video for a moment. In this project, I create my own sequence using all the camera techniques I learned before. I improved my skills in editing as I learned how to add music and effects to my videos and how to fade the music up and down, which made my videos to sound better, as we can listen. For example, in this video, that one song goes down, the other one goes up.
I like the music.
I think the combination, while I was shooting some deer got on my way, so as you can see in the video, and a squirrel, which I think was very cute. I think this project took me a lot of time to edit, as I wanted my audience to enjoy watching the video as much as I did doing it. So I worked really hard to make it happen. This was an amazing experience in which I had so much fun shooting while being connected with the nature.
So you mentioned that the variety of things you learned in this course. What was the most interesting and important skills you learned, and how would you put it to use?
I would love to use the Techniques I learned in the 6 guidelines of composition to take better pictures for my future trips. I would love to create a new video and short films in which I would like to apply the knowledge I learned from my previous projects. But most of all, I would love to use the skills I learned in Avid to start editing film animation and create new visual effects.
So today we got to meet someone who shared highlights with us about Colombia and the reason why we should go to visit her country. She showed us some of the beautiful places from her country and the projects she had made in her class. She plans to go back to her country and shoot all of Colombia's beautiful cities using the techniques she learned from her television class. We would like to thank Jennifer for joining us today.
Thank you.
I would like to thank our guest Jennifer for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed meeting one of the television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our project progress. Thank you and have a good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Christian Naira. Directed by Kia Dawson. I'm your announcer, Max Grabler. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.